Hi crafty friends, it's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana, and in today's video we are making these super cute little egg tags. I just love them. They're interactive, they open, they close, they're hidden journaling, which is one of my favorite things about junk journaling is you can put some really personal stuff in a junk journal and no one ever has to see it because it can be hidden. So I'm going to leave a link in my description. Be sure to click on that with a free digital to make these two from the digital, which are super cute. But then I'm also making some from wallpaper and ledger. So those are some others. You could also use scrapbook paper. Some of the items I'm using, I'm going to use the digital. I'm going to use some ledger, some wallpaper, a manila folder, which I've actually found that I'm using a lot in a lot of my embellishments this month. I could have had it like a subtitle on all my videos of how to use manila folders to make things because I'm using them a lot this month. Using my favorite new glue stick, the Tombow Mono glue stick. You'll either need a hole punch or one of these crocodiles. I'm also using the fasteners from Tim Holtz, or like I think they're called Brad's, some distressing ink, and I think that's it, and a pair of scissors. So if you have those items at your house, you can make this too. I know some people say, well, I don't have a printer, I can't print out your digitals. I understand that. You don't have to have a printer because I'm going to show you how to do it using the wallpaper and ledger. If you didn't have wallpaper, you could use scrapbook paper, all the things. So the first thing we're going to do is cut these shapes out. I'm going to pause you, do that, and be right back. Okay, so I've got the digital images cut out. Before I start the next step, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you how you can make some out of wallpaper and other types of paper. Okay, so you're going to need an oval shape. I obviously, since I did use a digital, I'm just going to use the shape that I created. And these are actually in two different sizes. So I did make the background paper slightly larger than the egg shape itself. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to make a couple of these wallpaper ones here. I'm just going to trace around the side that I want to use for the front. I will flip it over and make my trace marks on the back because this side will get glued down. If there's any ink or pencil marks showing, not a big deal. We'll do the same thing here. All right, so I've got those ready to cut, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my wallpaper. Let me open this up, take this off so I can pick out what images I want on my eggs. Let's see here. This one's kind of cute. I think I'll do one that has a lot of, I guess I'd call blank space, and then one that has a lot of the flower showing. And I'll show you some of the ones I've made from wallpaper and how different wallpapers kind of show up differently for this project. I really like that blue and yellow flower there. I think I'm going to go ahead and make this the other one. So kind of side by side. That's okay though. All right, guys, I am going to work on getting now these images cut out, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I've got all my images cut out. These are the ones I'm making not using the digital. So once I back them on some manila folder, they'll look something like that. And I'm sure this is a pretty simple project. You can see where we're going with this based on these right here. But while I was cutting these out, because I'm just making these two, I had an idea that I think would be neat to try. I don't know that I'm going to try it or not, but I think it would be neat to try this. Wouldn't it be fun to try doing material for the egg topper, like the top part of the egg? I think that would look neat too. All right, so I'm going to use my glue stick here, and I'm just going to really cover my vanilla folder and then put my egg shape down. If the glue is beyond the size of the egg, not a big deal, because we are cutting these shapes out. It will not impact anything whatsoever. And this is just an easy, quick way to get some glue down. And this glue really holds, because I thought about sewing around the edge of these. There's a lot of things you can do to dress these up. And I thought about also getting some Tim Holtz like little labels and the little bitty field note size items, the mini one, and then like doing little clusters here towards the bottom of the egg. But I think for the purpose of my journal, because I've made, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll have 20 after I make the ones I'm showing you guys. After I get these made, I think this journal is going to look so neat with, like, there'll be other types of tags too, but imagine all the eggs that'll be in this journal popping out of pockets and tuck spots, things like that. I just really think that's going to look neat. All right, so I'm going to pause you while I get all these glued down, and I'll be back. All right, I'm just finishing up cutting out my egg shapes here. This part is a little time consuming. It's probably the most, none of this is hard, but this is definitely the most time consuming part. That's why I paused you, so you wouldn't have to watch me monotonously cut around 8 egg shapes. Okay, there we go. So let me get these sort of lined up with what they go with. This one and this one. The next thing I want to do is ink around the edges. This is a personal preference type thing. You certainly don't have to. I just think I like the way it looks. Guys, I just filmed, before filming this video, my I've been on YouTube. I think by the time this video comes out, it will be a year. Definitely the 1 year video comes out on my anniversary date, but I may refilm it. It's one of those things where, you know how you're kind of hypercritical of yourself, but I'm going to watch it back and see if I think it's okay or not. I was just trying to share some tips and things I've learned along the way this year, and that way if someone's thinking about starting a channel, one, do it, just do it. But I could maybe save them some grief of having to learn things the hard way. Save them a little time, give them a few shortcuts to streamline their channel. And then, of course, after I turned the camera off and started filming this, I've been thinking of other things I wanted to say, even though I made myself like little notes. Now I was like, oh, I should have said that. Oh, I should have said that. But that's okay. It's more of a milestone moment for me. Can't believe I've been doing this for a year. It's gone very quickly. I will tell you that. Life has a funny way of doing that, though, doesn't it? All right, so the next thing we are going to do is punch a little hole at the top, and I want to make sure I'm using the right size hole. The littlest hole is what I'm choosing to do. If you have the bigger brads, you'd want to use a bigger hole punch. And these crocodiles come with both, crocodiles I should say, they come with both sizes. Now if you're using a regular hole punch, those do come in different sizes too, but you'd want to use the size for the brad is what I'm getting at. The brads I'm using are the little minis. So what's nice about the crocodile is you have all the sizes in one tool, but plus like there's a little hole there, and I can see exactly on like the digital, I marked where the hole should go, and you can see exactly where that hole is, which makes it kind of nice. All right, so then let me get out my Tim Holtz brads and start putting them in. I just think these are such fun little tags and go with the theme perfectly. Maybe I'll use a silver one with this light blue. There we go. So if everyone watching this today, if you're on your phone or computer and are able to leave a comment, if you will leave an egg emoji in the comment, I would absolutely love and appreciate that. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. All of those things helps YouTube see that this video is worth showing other people, and we'll put it on other people's videos to watch, like when they go into YouTube. All right, let's take a look at these. Let me put my supplies away here. There we go. The UPS driver just drove by, and now Luke has to bark about it. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the cute little tags. They open up for a place to journal here, and you can always flip it over and journal on the back as well. And these are the ones that I used wallpaper with. Again, you could use scrapbook paper. I think it'd be fun to try material on these. You could add clusters to them to decorate them up even more, stitch around them. There's lots more. This is sort of just a jumping off point or a starting point for these, but I like how these look. Here's one of the ones from the thumbnail that I wanted to show you some of the different wallpapers I used. I thought they turned out really cute. Then I used this wallpaper, and this is all vintage antique wallpaper that I've had in my stash, and I'm finally making myself use some of it. And then that one as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.